Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Alright, today I'll be discussing with you on few tips that can help us in our relationship. Alright, and also it might lead us into getting married. Alright, finding the right person, and when you know this is the right person, the things that you can do, for someone to know this is the right person, and also for you to act in a way that somebody looking at you or dating you or in relationship with you will know that you are real. Okay, so the tips follows as thus. Number one is vision. Before you enter into any relationship, you have to have a vision. What is your mission? What is your vision? Are you just entering or getting into this marriage because others are engaged, your mates are getting married, your mates are in a serious relationship, your mates have given birth? Are you entering into that marriage because of these things, or you desire to get married, you're thirsty to get married, not because of every other reasons around you? All right, so because of course when you get to a maturity, it's natural that you feel getting a partner and ending up with him or her as as husband and wife. So you have to have a vision. Some people enter into into relationship because her mates or his mates are in a relationship, or maybe they want a sexual partner, yeah, or maybe the truth, which is they want to get married. All right, okay, it should be that you want to get married. All right, it should be that you want to get the right person and get married. If you're not talking about marriage, I don't think you should enter into a relationship. If you should do that, you have to talk to the other person. I'm not going into this because of marriage. I just want us to have fun, so that the person will know, okay, this is what you want, and if he or she enters, he or she will know what is expecting. But this video is for people that wants to get married, wants to have a sustainable and a successful relationship that can lead into marriage. Okay, like I said, you have to have the vision that this is what I want, so that, because if you have the vision that I want this to lead into marriage, there's some things you should do. Okay, because these things will help you when you get married. What you are not doing in the relationship, you cannot do that when you get married. It's a continuous process. Then what you can do and you are successful in your relationship, you can do and be successful in your marriage. Okay, number one, like I said, is vision, which I've explained. Then number two is to be real. You have to be real in the sense that if you're dark, let it be that your complexion is dark. You don't need to go and apply cream and change your color because you want to impress someone that you're not dark, because with time the whole thing will change and come back to who you really are. Because of maybe circumstances, when you get married and give birth and you're pregnant, your real color will come out. If your real color did not come out, other colors that are not a natural color will just surface. That's an example. Okay, apart from being maintaining your color, you also be yourself. If you are this outspoken person, don't just keep quiet in your relationship. You have to be outspoken. You don't need to pretend. Whatever disgusts you, you have to say it out, but you have to mind the way you talk. This time around you will be conscious because you're already intentional about the relationship. You want it to lead somewhere. All right, so you yourself, you have to plan and be intentional about every action and every speech you make. Okay, in as much as you want to correct some facts, you have to do it with diplomats. You understand? You diplomatically speak whatever you want to speak out. Okay, for example, being real. Some of us, because maybe you are not too slim and the whole internet is saying that slim fit is in vogue, the keto what did they call it, the keto nutritional whatever, they will tell you this is, you know, it's good to live healthy, it's good that you take the right food, you know, but God created us, you know, in his own image, but in these different sizes. Someone can be slim, someone can be plump, someone can be fat, you know. That is God's making for you. It's not that you eat more than another person. And the person that is slim, you eat everything but you're still slim. Don't curse yourself. Don't say, oh, and go ahead to eat junk so that you can add because you want somebody to appreciate you. No. Somebody needs you as slim as you are. That's why you have to be real, so that whoever needs a real that's why you have to be real, so whoever needs your kind of person sees you will come close, because he or she is interested in this kind of person. Do you understand? You cannot go and rush yourself to someone that doesn't like your personality, your kind of person, maybe your size kind of person. The person wants fat person, but of plump person, but you are slim. But because maybe you admire this guy and you want him, you want to hook up with him, you now go at the other end to feed yourself with junk so that you can add up to his taste. No, it's not supposed to be so. You have to maintain your figure. You know, you don't need to be too fat. Of course, that's not healthy. But there's a particular size that you have, even from your childbirth. You know, your parents might tell you this is your person. This is the way. You can see 4 siblings. One is too big, too plump, while the rest are Abani Darego. But that one that is plump, there's somebody that desires such body. Do you understand? So you don't need to force yourself to a man that doesn't need you. You now go and eat some things or make yourself lighter because you think that's what he or she the person likes, you know. So that's not what I'm saying. Is you have to be real in the aspect of your personality. Some people lie about their personality, especially guys. I don't know why they do that. See, some ladies even need average guys. Some ladies are afraid of marrying rich people. I remember then my elder sister, she doesn't want to marry a rich person, you know, too rich. She wants to develop, you know, build up her relationship. Want to get rich along want to grow their wealthiness along with the husband. So you don't need to fake, you know, get your friend's car or your daddy's car to go and impress a lady. I'm not saying you should not use the car or drive the car, but don't act as if it's your own. Do you understand? You cannot, maybe you guys are contributing money in your room. You are 4 guys in the room and you are contributing money. You use the whole money to go and impress a lady. You know, that's what I'm saying. The relationship you are into, what is your vision? If your vision is in getting married to this, you have to be as realist as possible, so that by the time you get into marriage, you continue with what you're doing. Because if you're not real, if you are living a fake life does not last, and everything will open up in your marriage or might not even lead to marriage. Do you understand? All right, be truthful. Be truthful, meaning you have to say the truth, no matter how little that thing is. Where are you? Can I meet you up? Where can we see? You figure out one thing or the other to say, which is not true. And the person who really wants to meet you, he might even want to surprise you, and you say you are not around. You know, for example, I don't even think serious relationship, I don't think you should lie. You shouldn't even give one lie in it. You know, you have to be honest. That's what I mean by being truthful. You have to be honest. You know, be honest that even if the guy hears anything about you outside, he or she has heard it from your mouth. You know, so that is you have to be honest. You know, because this is a serious relationship and you want it to lead into marriage. Okay, so the things you are saying should be the right things that are happening. You don't need to lie. Do you have a job? Yes, if you have a job. Do you have a job? No, if you don't have a job. The person that is asking you might even have a vacancy to give you, you know, and you go ahead and lie that you have a job while you don't have a job. Do you understand? So that's the kind of thing I am talking about, Then being truthful also is when you talk about your family, because this person that wants to marry you wants to know, the kind of family she or he is entering into, when it comes to that, you don't need to hide anything. I'm not saying you should go and wash all your dirty linen in the public. No, that thing you know that if she finds out, that thing you know that if he finds out, he's gonna be offended. He's gonna feel so offended. Just say it out, because there's no family that is 100% pure. There's no family that is 100% blessed. Everybody have their own what do you call it, Judas Iscariot. So just say it. This person that loves you, the person that loves you will stay. Those that do not will just run away, and that is the best thing for you. It's good for this person to go on time than when you lie and cook up stories and you guys get married, and at the end of the day the whole marriage will be in a mess because truths are coming out. Because definitely truth must also come out, will always come out. You cannot hide the truth, So I'm advising you to be truthful in your relationship. It will help you. Even if the person leaves you and go ahead with another person, the person will know of a truth you're a good person. Even if you are not his type, he might recommend you for another person. Yes, some people, let me tell you something, you mustn't end up quarreling or in bad terms with people that your relationship did not work. No, for crying out loud, no, it did not work. I bought a shoe and I wore it, did not work. I can't force my leg on it. This is as good as that. You understand? It's even good I test it in the market and it's not my size. I drop it, I'm paying for it and coming back and find out that it's not my size. Do you understand? So it's not, you don't need to cry over yourself because somebody said it's over. It's not God that said it's over. It's not God that said it's over. Do you understand? It is just a human being that said it's over, because of some misunderstanding between you two. It's good as that. If you are as truthful as you are and the person says no, it's good, let the person go, bye bye. You don't need to feel, you might feel that absence, his presence that you normally, the fun that you guys normally have, the gist and all that, you might miss all those things, but it should not affect your brain, it should not affect your thinking. That's what I'm trying to say. You should go ahead with your life. That's why, number one, ladies, especially ladies, you have to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Don't be waiting and looking for a Bodo husband. Don't be waiting and looking for a rich multi-billionaire. I have suffered, oh God. I need a rich, already made man. No. If it comes, fine, but you still have to go under the relationship. You have to still know if it's the right person for you, because you don't just rush and go inside. Some of them are not what you think they are. All that glitters is not gold. Do you understand? Our hands are blessed. It's not just men that their hands are blessed. Everybody's hands are blessed if you're a child of God. So whatever you lay your hands to do will prosper. So you too can have a successful life. Some people men also supposed to rush you because you are an asset. You are rich, and you are an asset. You have investments, you have plans, you are ambitious. When you are into a relationship, you ask your spouse, where do you see yourself in next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in next 10 years? That's when you wouldn't even know who you are dealing with. The person might not have a good job right now, but if you listen to the person's thinking faculty, the person's ideas, you will know, oh no, this is a material, this is a dynamite that is going to blow tomorrow. Do you understand? And you help each other. In relationship, it is a casual relationship where you give to each other's ideas and strengths. You share ideas and strengths, and together you will produce a positive result. Do you understand? If this is a place where he is low, he's negative, you are positive there, then negative and positive comes together, it makes a good product. Do you understand? If this is where she's low, but she's hardworking, it's not that she's not too smart, and you are smart but you're not hardworking, You know, you bring your smartness into her hard working, the whole thing will produce positive results. You know, you don't think about sex now. No, that one is a forever something that will continue to happen when you guys get married. You even get tired of it. Yes, you when you get married, you will do it and do it and do it, and before you know it, you are tired. You know, it becomes maybe, okay, let me not go into that now, but what I'm trying to say is the things that will help us as singles. At times I see a lot of ladies make some mistakes. You see beautiful ladies, they kill them anyhow because they rush to Yahoo boys, they rush to fraudsters, but they don't know anyway that they are fraudsters, but because we are after money. Don't you can make your money even if you didn't go to school. How many of us are billionaires today that did not go to school? There are a lot of them. You can do now things. The world is going digital. There are so many things you can do to get yourself money. You know, the millions mustn't come now. And let me tell you something, when you focus and invest in yourself, men will flow, men will come. You know, when you don't need to rush, they're supposed to come. They're supposed to come to you. It's not a lady going to a guy. It's supposed to be the other way around. But these days, you see them rushing towards a guy. You see them fighting over a guy. For what? Invest in yourself. Create something that will make you busy and keep you busy. Find a job. Find something doing. Keep yourself busy. You will not have any single time to see if a man is cheating or not. When I was single, I was telling myself, there's this song that said, if you leave me, I go die. When if it comes to that, if you leave me, I go die, ask my friend. If it comes there, I will say, if you leave me, I go leave. Oh, to tell you that my mentality, you don't say, don't be today, you don't say, wow, they say, I cannot, you know, it's something inbuilt and you can learn it and tell yourself, no, I have to invest in myself. It's not, a man should not determine your life. It's God that should determine your life. And you can determine what you want to be and act and live towards that way. Marriage and relationship should not change you. There's so many ladies that marriage and relationship has changed. They don't live a happy life again. They don't live a funny life again, you know. Because of what? Because they're not happy where they are. Before you get married, the mistakes that we make is that we don't look well, we don't shine our eyes in our relationship, we don't ask the right questions. You know, we see them, but it's as if that relationship covers our eyes and we don't make questions, we don't ask questions. But we see those things, we see them. By the time we get married, that's when it will be very obvious on you that, oh, really, this is how this lady is, this is how this guy is. Then it will be too late. Some of us will make a drastic decision. By that time, our children will suffer. You know, if you get married, before you get married, I don't know the advice I will give married people that are facing troubles today. But before you get married, you have to take these instructions. You have to take these measurements so that you will live a happy life in your marriage. Invest in yourself. Okay, compromise. That's another point. Sacrifice, compromise. You have to have this as the back of your mind. In relationship, there's some things that you wouldn't want to do. That I'm not saying is a bad thing. Okay, there's some things that is a good thing, but it's not part of you. But because of this lady, because of this guy, let me just give it a try. Like, you don't like watching football, and this your guy, he likes football. There's nothing. If he's too hungry, even if he's too hungry and there's food, his favorite food is in front of him, and there's live football match, boy, now that football low, and you don't like football, and you guys want to go out or you want to have fun that day, he said I want to go and watch ball, and only you are the only lady in that. If you should follow him to the watching center, because that time he might not have money to pay for dish and watch in his house. Okay, the solution might be to go out and watch it outside, and you don't like that kind of thing. You have to compromise, even if you don't like it. You have to sacrifice that time. Okay, how many minutes? 45 minutes. Okay, I don't really like football, because of you, let's just go so that you have fun. You are caring. You mustn't say I love you before somebody will know that you love her. Only the actions that you are depicting will show. Only the actions, you know. Then another one is giving. This one, some of us make mistakes, both guys and ladies. We make mistake. The Bible said, for God so loved the world that he gave. He gave. God is a giver. And he created us in his own image and likeness, meaning we have the spirit of giving. Every human being have the spirit of giving. Whoever is not giving is intentional. It's not that they cannot give. They can. It's just that they don't want to. Okay. Giving in relationship is very, very vital. Let me speak with ladies first. You are a lady. Okay. You don't have anything you are doing. All right. You're a student or something. Okay. Let me say you don't have anything you're doing, all right, and you're a student, all right, but this guy has something doing. He might be rich or trying to be rich, he's on the way. At least he's better than you. Okay, today you guys met today. Before you know it, maybe in 2 weeks time, 1 month's time, you start asking, please, I don't have recharge card, can you give me some recharge card? Even if it's any amount, it's not allowed. Even if you should ask, let me give you an example. Even if you should ask, as in you remember, before you met this guy, you've been sustaining your data. Before you met him, you've been having credit, you've been managing, all right? Okay. Now, because he might be expecting you to know if you're a beggy person. So you have to be real. You have to be careful and intentional, not to beg too much for him to now say, which kind of woman is this one? If I marry her, that means she will be a liability to me. Do you understand? So even if you should beg, it should be once in a while, and not the earlier time of relationship. You have to get in deep and know this kind of person before you can go to ask of anything. And you don't ask this way. If at all you should ask, maybe you are desperate about it. You have asked and you really need this thing. It's an urgent matter, all right, and you really want it, and he calls. If he did not call, don't call him to ask. But if peradventure luckily he now called in that time, you ask you, how are you doing, have you eaten? Yes. Okay, I hope you're all right. It's just that I wanted to call my mom or this person, but I don't really have credit. If not, I would have even I would have called you, but I don't have credit. But no problem, maybe by tomorrow I'll fish out how to get this thing and call her. You have begged, but you are not putting it in him that it is his responsibility to give you this credit. You are even working on getting it yourself. And let your call be true, not that it's a style, you want to use this style. No. Tomorrow, if he didn't send it, don't ask him. That day, if he didn't send him, don't ask him. Try and call who you want to call with another means. Yes, you can. You have the power. You have the psychic. You have the the solution on how to get it without him. Do you understand? Then if peradventure he gets it to you, thank him so much. Tell him that you did not even expect it. You just tried to. It's because he called. That's why you were able to explain that he wouldn't have even sent it. That you are trying to get your brother to it, so get it done and all that. Oh. Then anyways, thank you so much, God bless you. Then to guys, this lady, I've spoken with ladies, like, guys, okay, you are inspecting and looking forward and looking and putting your ears on the ground to know if she's a beggy style. She will not ask you this with style. Okay, she's not ask you, please can you help me with credit? Oh, Valentine is coming, can you give me this? She didn't ask you all those ones. She just said with style, hello. Just like the example I gave to the lady, you don't need to squeeze your face. Even if she asks like 1,000 naira, you can give her 200 or 400 to know her reaction. That's what I'm trying to say. Because just like I said, before you came into the relationship, she has been surviving. All right. So, and also you are training her to live without you putting everything in place all the time. Because at times when this marriage is on, you will find that there's a particular time that you might not be disposed with cash, so your wife has to do with the one she has or develop something, and the wife not supposed to be waiting for the husband to do everything. Get paracetamol for children, get their pampers, get this food. No, it's not. See, if somebody is telling you that my husband does the 100%, or it's a lie, it's a big lie. They're not telling you the truth. Even in the house, in your house when you were born, is it your father that provided everything? Did your mother put something into place? That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody should tell you that and you will believe. You have to put your own quarter. You are making yourself you are putting responsibility, you are making yourself to be responsible, and your husband will respect you for that. Even your children will respect you. They will love you because you also bringing out the things you have. That's what I'm trying to say in that compromise. There's some things like you don't really give like that, but because this person needs this thing, you will say, you have to do it. Because guys, if you don't do that, you might be considered as a stingy guy. You don't know that she too is inspecting you to know if you are stingy, and you are there inspecting her to know if she's a dependent person. So you have to be skeptical and be careful not to overdo the inspection. All right. Then the last and not the least is part of, there are a lot of points, but these are the ones I wrote down, which I know that it helped me even up till now. It's still helping me up till now. Is sacrifice. Oh my God, this one is the ultimate. You know the meaning of sacrifice? You know that Jesus Christ is God gave him like a sacrifice. We're supposed to pay for our sins, but God sent him to pay for our sins. So sacrifice is something that you're not the one that's supposed to do it. You're not the one that's supposed to, it's not your responsibility, but you are doing it. Okay? This is not me that's supposed to do this, but you're doing it. For instance, like a guy, you met this lady, she came out from a poor background, and you are better off than her. Okay? And you are seeing this relationship is making sense, is taking form and shape. And you look at the family, there are a lot of hitches here and there. I'm not saying you should go and carry the whole thing on your head. No, but there's some places you can help. There's some places you can just render some help in that family. My dear, if you do that, you'll be like a god. The love will spread to the family, the siblings, the mom, and they will bless you. Some people say, what if I do all these things and we did not end up getting married? My dear, like I said, you have the vision and mission of marriage when you're entering into a relationship. Yes, you should. But peradventure, when you do all these things and it did not work out, it's God that is just telling you it's not going to work out. That's the point. It's not that it's the lady's fault or the guy's fault. It's just saying the nature of the thing is saying it's not working out. So your help and your render, you shouldn't regret whatever you have given. It's in your nature to do so, and you have done it. And you can see. Let me tell you, God has blessed you already. There's a reward to every giver. It's a law. So it's not because let me go and take all the things. No, now it's not like that. It's not done. You are bigger than that. Life is more than that. You should be in relationship. You should be in good terms with every single person that you have been in relationship with, even if it did not work out. This world is very small for us to be keeping malice and quarreling for. No, we have our lives to enjoy. It did not work out with this lady or this guy. There's your spec there waiting for you. Just be real and be honest with yourself. Don't expect too much. Some of us will expect too much. This family, they are very poor now. Wow, now me go help all of them like that. No fit. The thing is too much for me. You will not run away. Okay, that is her only problem. So you run away. Then there's this lady. Their family is endowed with everything. Yes, you don't have to do much. You can only give her some advice and give her some money for nails and manicure and pedicure. Okay. And everything is seeming so rosy, and before you know it, because there's money, when there's money, you will not have the time to realize, to dig, to see the check, the background check. When there's money, it doesn't allow us to do a background check very well. You are done. We are married. Hey, the The Bible says money answered all things. Yes. But there's some things. How many of them that are getting divorced today, are they not rich? Why didn't money answer them? So you have to have wisdom. Without wisdom, you cannot be able to use money very well. Without wisdom, money will confuse you and blindfold you for you not to do what you're supposed to do, or see what you're supposed to see, or ask the right questions you're supposed to ask. You know, when you don't love somebody, or when the relationship is not real, and yes, it's not real, and at the end of the day you guys get married, that beauty that made you to marry that person, that richness, the wealthiness that made you to marry this person, you will not see them again when the real characters come out. If you're a lady and you are very, very beautiful and you have bad character, oh boy, you'll be seeing guys coming to you. So you will see them come like a housefly comes to a meat in the market. By the time they see you, some will rush out because of your character. Some that are wise, some will stay because they refuse to see the right thing. Then by the time you get married, that beauty, they will not see it again, because marriage is an institution. Marriage is God's plan. So the devil tries to attack it. That's why when you are in relationship, you don't seems to have a lot of issues until you get married. That thing that don't used to be issue in a relationship, but it doesn't escalate. But in marriage, you see that small thing catch fire. Why? Because the devil is against two of you being together. That's what he hates it, because it's God's plan, and every God's plan, devil always fight it. You see little things, it will be problem. And if he escalates to another thing, I don't understand, I don't want to marry again. You see that the devil's work is coming to pass, because you guys did not take the right decision from the onset. You did not take the right decision from the onset. So right now you will suffer it, or you bear the thing, you sacrifice. But I'm not saying if you are in an abusive marriage or relationship, you should stay there. Oh boy, take your leave before we start hearing stories that touch. What I'm saying is, so far it's not abusive, it's something that you can compromise or sacrifice. You go ahead and do that. Because if you did not see it from the other side before getting married, and you saw it inside the marriage, you have to continue. Yes, unless it's abusive, then you check out. It's not checking out like, I don't know, you have to ask your pastor. They will advise you on what to do. But my own advice is, before getting married, look at what we should do. The vision you should have in your relationship once you want to enter. Ladies, I'm telling you, because we are just there like flower looking for who will come and pluck us. You're not the one that will go and pluck a man. So the thing is mostly on us. Invest in yourself. If you know what God has put in us, you will know that you are very valuable, and you will value yourself. Have a self-esteem. Whether you think you are ugly, you are not ugly. God did not make anybody ugly, too fat or too slim. Package what you have very well. Make up, dress well, speak well, and have a nice scent. Brush your mouth, make up, be free and neat. Your type will come and locate you. And when it comes, you put all this thing in place. Don't be shy to ask questions. Some people say, this woman is already asking me, where is this thing leading to? You can ask that question, but you will not make it so obvious. You can just put it like you are talking, and you are like that. You never ever had a relationship that your mission or your vision is not about getting married to the person. You've already communicated it without saying where is this thing leading to. Do you understand? Guys don't like that kind of straight questions. That's how they are made. So you can just chip it in diplomatically. So there are a lot of things to say in a relationship. But we have to, today, let's make do with this. Have a vision. Be real. Be truthful. Compromise. Sacrifice. Then inspection. I wrote inspection because with that one we inspect all the time. You always inspect your guys, or you inspect, but if you misuse this inspection, you will lose it. And you might be the right person, but you will lose it. Just like the example of what I said about giving. The lady is thinking about if you are stingy. He's trying to, he's trying to test you if you are stingy. You are trying to test her if she's dependent. You are trying to test her if she's beggy kind of. Now two of you is now colliding. If you're not too careful, you will lose it, even if you guys are meant to be together. Okay, so this is all for today. Tips that will help us to have a serious and a sustainable relationship that might lead to marriage. Okay, this is part 1 of it. If you have questions, you drop it in the comments down below. If you have anything for us to discuss about, drop it on the comment down below. My channel is Impacting Life TV. Everything is in the Bible. Even relationship, marriage, everything is the Bible. That's why I said marriage is an institution ordained by God. So the devil is always against it. So any relationship that always tends to lead to marriage, the devil always tries to come one way or the other to destroy it. So we have to have that mentality at the back of our mind, so that we can know how we can defeat the devil and get what we want. All right? Okay, so subscribe to my channel if this is your first time you're watching me. Hit the notification button to notify you of any time we have a new upload. All right, make sure you share this video. Yes, it's a shareable and engaging content, so I want you to share it on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on YouTube as well. All right, thank you. See you next time. Bye bye. See you soon.